Hi everyone, today we are going to learn about changes in matter. Student, in class 6 we had learned about reversible and irreversible changes, but in this class we will learn about physical and chemical changes. Like in our daily life we observe many changes around us, like ice melt on heating, isn't it? Water boils on heating, and if you will see the picture, that vegetable and pulses they change on cooking, milk changes into curd, burning of wood, ripening of fruits, and rusting of iron, okay, due to moisture. So all these are various type of changes which we are experiencing in our day to day life, okay. So like before going to start, actually what are changes, what are the categories of changes, let us know what is matter. Matter is anything that occupies space and has weight, isn't it? You had learned in lower classes. And matter exists as solid, liquid and gas. At very high temperature, matter become plasma, often considered to be the fourth state of matter. Okay, we will learn about this. First of all, I want to show you this flow chart. So with the help of this flow chart, we can classify matter into two categories. One is pure substances and impure substances. Impure substances are the mixtures, you as know that when two or more elements or compound they come together and but can be separated easily, that is called impure substances or mixture. So what is pure substances? Pure substances are further classified into elements and compounds, okay. And what are elements? Elements, when matter is made up of just one kind of atom, okay, that is element. And what is compound? When matter is made up of two or more kind of atoms, that is stable and cannot be separated easily, like CO2, H2O. If I will say O2, that is element, okay. If I will say H2O, that is compound, okay. So generally, like in lower classes we had learned that there are three states of matter. Let us recall from what we had learned in the earlier classes, that matter exists in three basic forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. A solid is rigid, retain its shape and volume, okay. Let us come to the molecular arrangement in solid, liquid and gas. Fine. So first of all we will learn about the molecular arrangement, okay, in solid. So solid molecules are held together by strong force of attraction. Molecules of solid maintain a constant position in relation to each other and vibrate about a fixed position as they are closely packed, okay. But in case of liquid, see the molecular chamber of the liquid, students. In case of liquid state, what happened? The attraction between the liquid molecule is weak. Why it is weak? Because they are far away. There is less force of attraction, okay, between them. But they are still held together to give liquid a definite volume. The particles vibrate and change their position. So a liquid is able to flow, okay. Now come to the molecular chamber of gas. There is a very little attraction between gas molecule. It allow expansion in every direction. They diffuse easily in every direction, okay. So the molecules move about randomly, as you are able to see in this clip, and occupy any available space, okay, which is required. So these are the three state of matter, but we will learn the fourth state of matter in this session. That is, the fourth state of matter is plasma. Student, what happens generally when a gas is heated to many thousands of degrees Celsius at very high temperature? So what happened? The atom become charged particle, and in previous class you had learned about that what are the charged particle? They are ions, cations and anions, okay. So they are the charged particles and hence become ionized, okay. So these particles show altered properties which has little resemblance to the property of solid, liquid and gas, and for example, like they become conductors of electricity, okay, and are affected by magnetic fields also, magnetic force also. So matter thus reaches the plasma state as well, okay. So we had learned earlier about the three states of matter, but now we know that there is a fourth state of matter, and that fourth state of matter is plasma, okay. Now come to the first change, that is physical change. Let us know that what is physical change. We know that the properties such as shape, size, color and state of a substances are called the physical property. So what are physical changes? A changes in which only the physical property of any substances get changed, okay, and no new substances form, that is called as physical change. Let us with the help of the given activities, let us know clearly about what are physical changes and what are the characteristic of physical changes. Let us know the first characteristic of physical change, that is during a physical change only physical properties such as size, shape, color and state is changing, okay. As you can see in the picture, the shape is continuously changing, the size is changing, the color of the picture is changing, so it is a physical change. Now state, about state, okay, ice is melting, that means ice is in which state? Ice is in solid state. So when ice melt, it converts from solid state into liquid state. But again when we keep the water in the fridge, then the liquid state can again changes into what? Solid state. So that's why melting of ice or freezing of water both are examples of physical change. Let us know about more example. What is the second characteristic? See student, the second characteristic is that no new substances is formed. As you can see in the picture that, okay, like the paper is there, when we tear the paper into small pieces, but still the small piece of paper is still a paper only. It has not changes into something else. So the cutting of the paper, or we can say the tearing of the paper, is a physical change. And why it is a physical change? Because it is depicting the second characteristic of physical change, that we are not getting anything new out of it. The paper remains a paper, okay. Come to the third characteristic. Might be you are not feeling hungry, okay, it is so delicious, the ice cream, but the ice cream is melting. That means it is changing from solid state to what? Liquid state. It is melting. But if I will keep the ice cream again in the freezer, what will happen? It turns immediately into the solid state. That means it can be reversible. Again I can reverse the melted ice cream into the solid state, okay. So it is a physical change, okay. Let us know few more characteristic. Now the next characteristic is that no overall energy changes take place. There is no like energy is not utilized, or I can say that energy is not absorbed, or energy is not at all released in physical changes. And see, it is very important that chemical composition of the substances. Chemical composition means from which the substances is chemically made up of, okay. So the chemical composition of the substances, it remains same, it is not changing in case of physical change. See the example, okay. First ice is there, so it is a solid state, okay. Second liquid state, and third is the gas state. So we are having solid state, liquid state and gas state. But if we will see the chemical composition, what is the chemical composition of ice? Okay, before going to see the chemical composition of ice, let us know, because you know that liquid, the water is made up of what? It is made up of H2 and O2. So what is the formula of water? H2O. That means what is the chemical composition of water? That is H2O. But the same water, if I will keep in fridge, it turns to ice but remain H2O only. The same composition of water remains when it turns to steam. Okay, in the gas state, still it is H2O. So chemically it remains same. Understand? So these are the few examples. I hope you are able to understand. That's it. Take care.